Some very familiar names in there, including your winner of the Lecomte, making his first start since then, the undefeated Disco Time, who draws the rail for Brad Cox. Florent Geroux will be aboard. Hypnus, Admiral Dennis, Chunk of Gold, cross-centered. He's actually going to run at Churchill Downs, so he won't be in that race. But Disco Time will, and he's a very talented runner, and they've yet to get the best of him. Now, I had to go to the sidelines, a little bit of an injury, but this was his most shining moment as he came 7 wide down the middle of the track at a sloppy fairgrounds back on the 18th of January. This is a great run. It's a fantastic performance, and he ran by them like they were standing still. Is he going to be able to do that again, though, on a fast track in St. Louis? He's got the ability. I don't know if he's going to want to be that far back like he was this day, but you can see what a tremendous effort his last effort was. And here we are, 8 months later. Is he a better version of what we saw back then? And this is basically everything you know about him. Flo and Brad, your connections, sidelined since that effort we just showed you in the Lecomte on January 18th. He is 3 for 3, though, undefeated. So when he makes it to the races, he is awfully tough to defeat. Loads of talent, lightly raced. And we're going to see it on display in the St. Louis Derby, presented by the FanDuel Sportsbook. It goes as race number 8, 6:25 Eastern, 3:25 Pacific. Let's take a look at the St. Louis Blues, my friend. Not the hockey team. Talking about Kenny McPeek. And no, I didn't give him the blues to talk to Joaquin Jaime that day. What gave him the blues is that the last 2 times he took a horse to St. Louis, he came up with a minor award, Real Men Violin and Dennington. But Rattle and Roll won this race back in 2022, so you don't got to go too far back to find Kenny McPeek's efforts victorious at Fairmount. Admiral Dennis, another really nice runner for the Brad Cox barn. Admiral Dennis, winner of the Delaware Derby. He was 4th in the Bluegrass behind Burn Square. Now, Chunk of Gold, we talked about cross-centered in the Bourbon. He's going to run in that at Churchill Downs. Here's a look at all these horses cross-centered this weekend. So, Admiral Dennis, he's likely going in the Bourbon flight. Brother Kenny entered in both of those races as well. Admiral Dennis, Brother Kenny, both going to go in the St. Louis Derby. Chunk of Gold entered in the St. Louis Derby and the Pennsylvania Derby. He's going to probably go in the Pennsylvania Derby. Excite entered in both the St. Louis Derby and the Bourbon Flight. I think's going in the St. Louis Derby. And then Hypnus, he's going St. Louis Derby. Also cross-entered in the Bourbon Flight. So, we shall see where all of these horses may go.